So it doesn't look like Razer's quite finished yet with their onslaught of new products going into 2020. They've taken their highly successful Viper series of gaming mice and shrunk it down. And the result is this. It's called the Viper Mini. Let's check it out. The Viper Mini shares the exact same body shape as the Viper and also the Viper Ultimate, which is the wireless version in the Viper family, but they reduce the overall length and also the grip width to give you a much smaller form factor. And they've also removed the two side buttons that are on the right-hand side on the Viper and the Viper Ultimate, reducing the total number of programmable buttons from 8 on the other two Vipers down to just 6 on the Mini. These design changes bring the total weight of the Mini down to just 61 grams, which places it kind of in the middle of the pack in terms of ultra lightweight gaming mice like the Steelseries Rival 3, Cooler Master MM7, 10, and 11, and other gaming mice like that. Ever since I tried the Viper Ultimate, I basically never put it down. It became my favorite gaming mouse, and it's currently my go-to mouse for everything, whether that be gaming, photo, video editing, anything that I do on my computer, I'm doing it with the Viper Ultimate. That said, what I'm kind of getting at here is I have a lot of experience with the Viper series. So one of the first things that I noticed going from the Viper Ultimate to the Viper Mini is that the Mini lacks the nice grippy textured surface on the sides that the Viper Ultimate and regular Viper have. So this results in a little bit more of a slippery feel, but at the same time, the small form factor of the Mini makes it a little bit easier for me to grip in my hand, which kind of makes up for that lack of a textured surface. But I think a lot of that comes down to the size of my hands and also the grip style, the way that I grip the mouse. So that's definitely something to keep in mind when you're considering which Viper in the series you might want to go with. The left and right click buttons are powered by Razer's excellent infrared optical switches that have an insanely low actuation response time of just 0.2 milliseconds and also a durability rating of over 70 million clicks. The scroll wheel's nice and wide and really easy to grip thanks to this nice rubberized textured surface. Underneath, there's some ultra low friction PTFE feet and also the 8500 DPI optical sensor. Razer outfitted the Mini with their Speedflex cable that's highly flexible and produces very little drag across your desk. It's very similar to the cables on the Cooler Master MM7, 10, and 11 gaming mice, which I am a huge fan of, by the way. They are pretty awesome. And I would say if you're not going wireless, then this type of a cable is a must-have. In gaming, the Viper Mini performed exactly how I was expecting, and that's a good thing because I had pretty high expectations coming from the Viper Ultimate, as I mentioned before. For my hand size and grip style, I actually feel like this Viper Mini fits a little bit better in my hand and it's a little more comfortable. The Viper Ultimate, I always feel like my hand's stretching a little bit to get a good grip on it, and that one shares the same dimensions as the original Viper. So keep that in mind when you're trying to select one of these. The original Viper and the Viper Ultimate are gonna be a little bit bigger and probably better suited to larger hand sizes. If you have small to medium sized hands, you might prefer the Mini. And by the way, the Viper Mini tracked absolutely flawlessly over this Corsair MM300 gaming surface, as you might expect. There are loads of customizations available through Razer's software, including buttons, 5 stages of sensitivity, polling rates, lighting effects, and mouse mat calibrations. Razer gave the Mini a little something extra that its two bigger brothers don't have. While the Viper Ultimate and the regular Viper have a customizable RGB logo on the back, the Viper Mini takes it a step further and adds this nice underglow bar on the underside of the back edge of the mouse. It's not a huge difference, but I think RGB fans and enthusiasts are probably gonna find it pretty cool. Razer's new gaming mice are some of the best out there right now, and as far as the Viper series goes, you really can't go wrong with any of them. If you need to have wireless, then you get the Viper Ultimate. But if you're okay with a cord, the Viper and the Viper Mini will definitely save you some cash, and they're both really solid options. The key difference between those two is gonna be your hand size, grip style, and basically just personal preference. But regardless of hand size, if you want the absolute lightest weight gaming mouse that Razer currently offers, then the Viper Mini is the way to go. It's currently selling selling for about $40 US at the time of this recording. Hit the purchasing links down in the description and pick one up for yourself and see what it's all about. If you're a fan of Razer products, I'm pretty sure you're gonna be very satisfied with the Viper Mini or any Viper mouse for that matter. And even if you're not a fan of Razer products, you're probably gonna like any of these because they're just that awesome. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share, and we'll see you soon.